pizza. Ladies, thanks so much for being with us. We're going to have a little bit of fun. What we're going to do to start off is just play a little game. If it's a yes, you give me a thumbs up. If it's a no, you give me a thumbs down. If you've got a story, raise your hands. Let me know you want to talk, but just because you raise your hand doesn't mean that we're not going to get to you anyway. So that doesn't get you out of it. So the first question I have for you all is, I know everybody's really excited to be back on the court. Was there anybody that felt emotional, got a little emotional when you stepped back on the court with your teammates for the first time this year? Yes, no, all the way? No. Tiana, I saw you first. Tell me what that experience was like.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Just being with the girls, and obviously I was out all last season, so I don't know. There was a lot of emotions, actually.
Coach Q was telling us that there's some big expectations for this team, too. You've got a lot of freshmen that are really good. Who is it that's impressed you so far?
Camilla, 6'6", 6'7", she's impressed me a lot. She can literally catch everything and finish everything. So I'm really excited to see her this season and see how she goes.
Hey girls, Monica here. I'm not gonna get in trouble for this, so I'm gonna put it delicately. Raise your hand if you took time to learn a dance by any one of these pop stars. Meg Thee Stallion, Beyonce, or Cardi B. No TikTok dancers? Really? I can't believe this. Uh-oh, Taylor, I see that hand. All jokes aside, Taylor, you don't have to tell me the dance itself, but you obviously are coming into this year with a little bit of a target on your back considering last year's success. How have you been preparing?
Hello, first of all, thanks for having me. Just being confident throughout the off season, working on goals. First of all, I'm excited to be back with everybody, but just working on the little small things, whether it's footwork, mid-range jump shot, ball handling, just to be prepared for whatever the season throws at me.
Anaya, when I asked my question about the dances, you had both thumbs down. I know we're looking at Taylor right now, but I'm hoping we can go back to Anaya because she had both thumbs down, like she would never do such a thing. But I've seen so many videos coming out of the Notre Dame camp. You're healthy. How are you preparing to get back on the court this year?
Yes, I'm healthy, finally. I'm so thankful just to be out there on the court again. We didn't know if we were going to have a season, and I was just so excited to be back in Notre Dame, being healthy, being under Coach Ivy, and I'm doing really well.
That's great to hear, Anaya. And hi, ladies, Kelly Gramlich here. And I want to ask, because we know in quarantine, everyone had to do something kind of crazy to stay in shape, to get shots up, that kind of thing. Who has a crazy story about what they did in order to stay in basketball shape over the quarantine? Anybody? Thumbs up?
Janelle.
Anybody? Nothing? So all of you guys just like hung out, you were good, you stayed in great shape without having to do anything crazy? Okay, let's ask this. Dana, let's talk. Okay. I saw that you were pushing a car at some point, so that seems a little crazy to me.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I definitely did. I was pushing some cars. It was really not much to do. So I just figured that's something that I can do to stay in shape and keep doing something.
I like it, Dana. Pushing cars is crazy to me, maybe not to some of you guys, so, you know, that's where we differ. Dana, tell us about Haley. Haley comes in, highly touted point guard. You're a senior, she's a freshman. You guys are going to play a lot together. How have you gelled so far together?
It's really fun playing with her. She's competitive, and we both push each other. She's able to bring the ball up the court sometimes, and I'm able to play off the ball, which will help me a lot sometimes. And like I say, competing. We're very competitive, and we go at it in practice. And she helps me, and I help her.
I'm interested to know what your favorite part of the game is. And Tiana, I'm going to pick on you because you are one of my picks to be the player of the year along with Dana. So I'm looking at your game and I'm thinking you are just a fabulous passer. You have a double-double any night you want it, probably a triple-double at times. What's your absolute favorite part of the game?
My favorite part of the game would be, I would say passing the ball. Like, I love getting a great assist, and just having the team that we have this year, it just looks like it's going to be an amazing season for us.
Janelle, I'm coming for you because your coach was talking about you yesterday. She said you've worked hard to get in fantastic shape. But when my girl Kelly asked about crazy workouts, you gave us a hard thumb down. So I want to know what you have done to be the new and improved Janelle Bailey coming back this season.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do any crazy workouts. I just worked out with our strength and conditioning coach at the time. I've lost about 25 pounds, and I kind of just committed to that. I know in just pro basketball, hopefully I want to be, a 4 and a 5. And so, I just committed myself to that during quarantine, made the decision and just stuck with it. Went on a diet, and I've pretty much stuck with it ever since and just kind of transformed my body. But I feel like I'm in the best shape I've been in since I've came to college. And yeah, I didn't do anything crazy though, just went out to the field.
Did you say that you lost 25 pounds, Janelle?
I have, yeah, I know. It took a long time.
Congratulations, that's fantastic.
Thank you, yeah, a lot of trial and error. But yeah, I committed to it, and I knew it'd probably be better in the long run and just making me more agile and faster, moving up and down the court. So yeah.
All right, y'all. Janelle Bailey, the only person during quarantine to lose weight. So congrats, Janelle. That's awesome. Ivana Rasta, I'm coming for you next down there in Winston-Salem. And Ivana, I love watching you play, by the way. We were talking with Coach Hoover earlier. I'm doing some research on you. Both of your parents were professional basketball players. So did you have any choice? I mean, was it basketball just from the jump for you?
No, I actually did a dance and swimming and track and field. I did the high jump, but I was watching my dad coaching, so I just told my mom I kind of want to start playing basketball, and that was it. They didn't force me or anything like that.
That's, Ivana, it makes sense that you didn't really have a choice there after you started dance, which is good to know with the TikTok dances for sure. And I want to ask, too, just going into this season, Coach Hoover was talking about improving on your game. Give me a few things that you feel like you've really improved on.
I would say being consistent with my three-point shot. I'm looking to pass more good reads and stuff, and my body. I gain muscle, and I'm focusing on my nutrition.
Kelly and Monica are talking a lot about TikToks and dancing. I just want to know if we can do a group vote if anybody wants to see Kelly and Monica try and do some of these TikTok dances. Can I get anybody on board with me, please? Yes. Okay, good.
Y'all don't want to see that.
We'll work on that later. Monica, I knew would be in. Dejanette, I'm coming to you because a lot of people haven't had a lot of great moments in 2020, but for you, that moment in the tournament sticks out and that buzzer beater. Tell me, when you think back to that and you step back out on the court this year, is there a new appreciation for every moment that you get in the game now?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with COVID, it definitely puts more appreciation on the game. But yeah, back to the shot. It just gave me a realization. I came into college not afraid, but not playing myself. But it gave me that realization that I'm still playing basketball, which I feel like I was playing soccer, but it gave me that realization that I'm still actually playing basketball and that I can do the things that I know I'm capable of.
And Naya, you're coming off that injury. You missed 15 games last year. Coming into this season, Coach Ivey just told us that you may be playing some point guard. So how's that feel for you?
Yes, that is very exciting. I told her I'm here for whatever she needs me to do. So 1 through 5, I got her. So I'm excited to play the point guard. It gives Dare an option to be on the wing and knock down the threes. So whatever this team needs me to do, I'm there for.
Guys, we've had some really interesting conversations with your coaches. There's been so much on your plate, so I commend all of you for being able to stay focused, be good teammates, and have some really important conversations. But Dana, I want to go to you. Louisville, you guys were the center of attention nationally this summer, not for a good reason. What was that like navigating? And for you, as the only senior on your squad, being a leader and working in tandem with Coach Walls to make sure that you guys were whole as a unit?
It was challenging, but we just stuck together as a team, as a staff, and we came together and just made sure that everybody was feeling okay. We talked to Vanessa. She helped with the mental state of the game, and she helped us come up with some things to do to keep our mind positive. And like for me, I pray a lot and talk to God, so that's what kind of helped me through everything.
It's awesome, Dana. And, you know, we got some really good stuff from your coaches on that as well. And same thing with Monica said. Look, I can't imagine being in college right now, so we appreciate what you guys are doing. And I want to bring it back to Taylor Soul over there at Boston College. Someone brought up soccer earlier. I don't know who it was, but Taylor, I know you used to play soccer. I want you to tell us a little more about your game on the pitch and why eventually you chose basketball.
Yeah, so growing up, I did play soccer for the majority of my life. And honestly, it was a good time. I liked soccer as much as I like basketball, and the reason for that is just a team-oriented sport. You have, 20 other sisters that you get to go and have fun with every day. At the end of the day, I chose basketball. Not really sure the reason, I guess. There was one day I was in soccer practice, and I was over there trying to ball handle a soccer ball like it was a basketball. And I guess then I was like, maybe I'm picking the wrong sport. But yeah, soccer when I grew up, fun sport though.
So I played soccer my whole life and played basketball once, and I knew that I was much better at soccer than I was basketball. So it kind of went the opposite way for me. I'm much better talking about it than I actually am with the hand-eye coordination. I'm wondering if any of you guys, you know, your coaches have probably told you all week with the preseason rankings coming out, have said, hey, this doesn't matter. What matters is when the season starts. But sometimes it gives you a little chip on your shoulder where your team is or if you're left off of a list. Anybody feel like they have a chip on their shoulder headed into the season? Deschadette, tell me about it. You were the first one.
We definitely didn't finish last season where we expected or where we felt like we deserved. But I feel like we come out with a much stronger mentality. We kind of know what to expect. Not everything, but we're more mature this year. So I feel like that chip on our shoulder is getting bigger as the days go on, and we'll be ready once the season starts.
I love to hear that, and I love to see all the hands shoot up because that means we're in for some competitive basketball this season. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe, and we're looking forward to seeing you all playing soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.